What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Berserk Manga chapters 127 and 128. The last handful of chapters with the Farnice stuff, however we're choosing to pronounce her name, gave me Eclipse vibes. That's the kind of stuff it gave me. I hadn't felt like that with any of the chapters since then. And then toss in the fact that, you know, Puck was getting the kind of emotion connection flashbacks that Guts was giving off, and then them showing flashbacks of the eclipse within the chapters was crazy. Calmed down a little bit at the end of 126 when we caught up with those two guys, and you guys let me know those were the two guys that I couldn't tell their intentions when we were going through the eclipse stuff and the Midland stuff. Like, were they praising Griffith and wanting him to go out and succeed because they actually wanted him to succeed, or did they want him and the Hawks to succeed because they wanted to use it as a way to elevate their status? So I think that's those two guys that we're catching up with now. I did notice that the rats, you guys were like, you know, the rats made the face of the God Hand. Yeah. I mean, that's obvious to notice there. I think the comment I was wanting to make on it is, so what are we... I still don't know what the God Hand is able to do. Are they able to just intervene in real world things and just mess shit up, or what? I don't know if their purpose is just to make themselves present to potential apostles through Behelitz when the time comes, and when Destiny says an eclipse is going to happen and add another member, that's what they do. I don't know if they have like free will. Not even free will, because we don't know if anybody has free will, but free will to the extent of, like, are they just allowed to go around the world doing demonic level shit and causing plagues and death and own self-interest? Like, I don't know where their lines of what they're allowed to do, can do, like where that's drawn. There was also a figure shown of what you guys let me know is a Grim Reaper figure. Was that just a visual to show the embodiment of death in the Grim Reaper, or was that another character, another demonic level character we're introduced to? And if so, what part? I don't know. If so, I guess we'll kind of wait to see if we get introduced to any more with that. Regardless, Farnice is screwed mentally. Another one that we've damaged along the way, but let's see what we got. This is on. Yeah. Recording. Good. You guys can see the cursor. Alright, 127. Conviction Arc. Revelations Part 2. Oh, and the king died. Midland King. Princess Charlotte's father. So is she queen now, or what? Oh wow, he's whispering for Charlotte on his deathbed. Court doctor, please hurry. Summon his kin. At long last it is upon us, the birth of a new queen, Her Majesty Queen Charlotte's. But consider her disposition. There is hardly a chance she will not appoint a regent. Then those in candidacy are Home Minister Gustav, Financial Minister Hugo, perhaps even Royal Household Protocol Chief. Oh, they're thinking of men that she might actually marry. We must consider our plans for the future. What about former Home Minister Foss? Oh god. Where's he been? In the few years since the Queen's assassination incident, the Honorable Foss has not fallen under any faction, as if he has feigned retirement. Yeah? Every rumor says that this mediator of the former conservatives has seemingly become disposed of his powers. Good grief, they move keenly even before the sun finishes setting, or perhaps I should say resolutely. And this is the other guy that was a supporter, right? Don't they understand what situation our kingdom is in right now? They're also busy with self-preservation schemes. When you can go several leagues from Wyndham and the dead lie in piles, no, even here below the castle, yeah? Because they don't care, that doesn't affect them. They're the higher ups, they're the nobles, like let the peasants die, we just do what we do. Are the deaths of subjects nothing more than tactics? The Hawk will come again. Like, we're not gonna have a demon God Hand Griffith sitting on the throne, are we? The hawk, that wondrous dream. Everyone in Windham, no, perhaps everyone in Midland saw the wondrous dream of the hawk. Yeah, so everybody had this kind of like same, kind of like a Attack on Titan spoiler, when Aaron's connecting through the paths and letting all the Eldians see and hear him. Like, they all kind of had this, like, dream. It's like, how is that possible? Again, is that something Godhand is able to do? The priest clamored that it was God's revelation. They said it was a good omen, signifying the appearance of one who will save people from every calamity, now wielding its menace. But His Majesty's falling ill happened after the people began to talk of the dream. Not that one such as I could truly comprehend the will of God. It's a strange thought, but that the dream happened is the only unmistakable reality. A miracle has surely occurred, Your Highness. Please open this door. What is the matter, Lord Owen? What's wrong with her? You see, the princess has confined herself in her chambers for a whole 5 days now. Even before that, she has not set one foot outside the palace in the past 2 years. Yeah. So now she won't even come out of her room. Before, she wasn't leaving the castle because of the whole Griffith thing. Now in the last 5 days, she won't come out of her room. She will only allow one person in, her favorite handmaid. We are presently trying to persuade her, but yeah. Isn't her name Anne? Anna? Your Highness? Pardon me. It's cruel. A single timid girl to made to bear the burden of everything. Reporting, Your Highness, a carriage has been prepared. Please hurry and come to the inner sanctuary. His Majesty is on the verge of death. He mumbles Your Highness's name in... Oh, God. Such a man isn't my father or any... Yeah, that's still scarring her. Hurry up and get it over with. Don't keep his torture going forever. Don't torment me anymore. Does anybody... It's cold, almost as if I'm freezing. The king on his throne. Magnificent castle walls, but I cannot defend against the cold this way. Stone walls merely augment the cold. Nobody know... Is it still the only two people that know what happened between Charlotte and her father is Charlotte and her father? There wasn't a single handmaiden that saw any of that go down? Can't remember. Not sure. On his throne, the king on his throne. O valiant soldiers, with these men, these walls, my castle shall not waver. But for now, fire, I shall freeze to death at this rate. Enough already, I have no need of soldiers now. Fire someone, bring fire. Bring warmth. Oh, that's it, what I wish for. I think he's hallucinating of his daughter. On his throne, the king on his throne. What? What are you doing? Move aside. My desire is he having a vision of like a hawk coming and taking his daughter? Dang, Griffith still messes with his mind to this day, huh? I mean, which is fair enough. He lost everything because of him. He gained so much because of what Griffith and the Hawks were able to do. But mentally, he lost everything. And the connection with the only person he had. What, Hawk? Yeah. Stop that. Get away. That's my precious. Get away. She's the king's life. Yes, perhaps it is so. Perhaps I sought after you. A rescuer to liberate me on his throne. Solitary man from this prison called a throne to madness. The king on his throne. Oh, she actually feels for her father now in this moment? Highness, no. Save me, Lord God. She's still on that. But I mean, she wasn't she's a teenager. All that shit she went through with him, it's a lot. At a time like this, His Majesty has passed after so long. What's going to happen to win him now? Into Midland, the mountains are moving. This is just like death. Who's riding in on this big ass elephant? Someone coming to conquer now that the king's dead, or what? I mean, nothing. It's been 2 years and nothing has changed as far as what the hell's going on in Midland. At least at the very top of the royals. It's I mean, and he's dead now. And that's gotta look just so demoralizing, especially just from a Midland standpoint of our kingdom is getting ravaged right now by disease or whatever divine intervention, and then the king dies. No way, just one man against a band of 300 mercenaries. Unbelievable. I knew it. I knew we shouldn't have taken this guy on. Blame the boss. He was so hung up on getting famous. The legend was real. He's the god. He's the god of the battlefield. The immortal Am I... Okay, we're in Revelation. I was like, did we just... What the hell just happened? We just dropped Zodd in against... What the hell? I thought maybe I fast forwarded to like 228 or something. No, this is still Conviction Art Revelations Part 3. What the fuck is Zodd up to? This shit isn't even fair. This shit is not fair. I mean, that's a great shot. So good. He's just out here bored. Just bored. So is life. Just how many times have I scoured battlefields sitting on piles of corpses that I've made? Is this inner Zodd monologue? Wandering for 300 years, I guess seeking among man really is useless. Yeah, you're never gonna get that itch, man. He's trying to scratch that battle itch, and he's not gonna find it in one singular man. Guts was the only thing that's given him anything, and even then it still was nothing. It was better than what he's been doing, but at any point, if he wanted to just blink and kill Guts, he could have done it. I mean, he could have killed Griffith too if it wasn't for, you know, the Behelit and Destiny and him not being able to interfere. I've stood before the apostles so many times, but somehow they're no good. They cannot satisfy me. He's the top of the top apostles. There really are none but you. We know who he's talking about. Oh yes, that man, the branded... So always thinking about Guts, the branded swordsman. The rumors say he's cut down several apostles. He must now be somewhere creeping about in the night. In any event, my desire is just one thing. And what is that? What's this? This is within your dozing, the dusk between dream and consciousness. You mean what you sought were not words? What the hell's going on with him? Definitely, I seek only one thing, the strong. Okay, and he fully transforms. Only the absolute strongest. Is he getting wrapped up by this hawk? He is. What the hell's going on here? What the... Why is he having Hawk Griffith? Again, I don't know if this hawk that everyone's talking about, and the same thing that he's seeing right here, is this supposed to be an embodiment of Griffith that everybody's seeing right now? Or the hawk is just the symbol that we're using? And like this shit, this hawk kind of dotting him up and ripping off an antler and shit, was that within his head? But he's bleeding on top of his head like where he lost the... Huh? Dream, was that a dream? When the sky falls at the holy ground where blind sheep gather and erect a pillar of fire, it will come. The desired will come. That was real. I mean, he was not injured before, and what? I don't understand what he just interacted with or what this is supposed to be. Because if he knew it was a god hand, and that's something he could sense or know, he would have never done that. Oh no. Ah, dang it. I wanted some more time. No good. This place the same. Every house is empty. There's no food or anything left, and the church is filled with dead bodies. Thanks to the plague, every place looks the same. Inside they're swarming with specters. Now I can't even get decent sleep in the daytime. Why don't you go... Yeah, why don't you just find a tree to go up under during the day? Why don't you go rest up on that hill? You ain't slept in 2 days. The ancients used that place to enshrine elves, so the incubi shouldn't like it enough to come near. Oh, it's got some leftover elf juice in there, huh? What the hell is this an image of? What the? That's what I'm saying. What is happening? Is this current time Casca? And who's the one speaking? I would love, you know, it would be great to get some Casca chapters of like, I don't know where she is as far as her mental. Like, has she come back a little bit to the point that she can hold conversations? I would love to get inside her thought process. I'm sure she's still, I don't know. But those would be some great chapters. Not even with her interacting with Guts, just chapters of her. Stop, stop. Stop. Did the Incubi do that? Did he see that Oh god. And then this is the embodiment of their kid, correct? The Guts, Casca, Griffith infused death baby spawn. And is that something that actually physically comes to him, or it's just in here? I don't know, there's a lot of questions as far as all that goes. You did it just now. Danger. What the fuck is going on? What are you trying to pull? Danger, hurry. When the sky falls at the holy ground, blind sheep gather and erect a pillar of fire. Hurry quickly. This is the same shit Zodd was just told. Danger, hold on, no. Did something happen to her? Puck over here. What is going on? It almost made me think like someone's trying to manipulate those two to run into each other, but then why? What's the purpose? I don't know, man. I'm trying to see what's the best in my... These are some great Zodd shots in mid-transformation, by the way. Just some great stuff. That's still pretty great, though. That's got to be the one. Damn. So... the king is straight up dying. I guess the biggest takeaway is, what is this hawk that everybody's seeing? Again, is it something that's actually, is that just the imagery that's being used and it has no connection to Griffith at all? Or this hawk that everyone's seeing, is it related to Griffith? I have no idea. It's hard to really know because we saw the God Hand at play at the end of 126 when those rats were forming the other face of the God Hand. So it's like something, they're doing something. Again, are they allowed to do it? Is this, again, destiny? Is this what they're supposed to be doing? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know, and we can't really speculate unless we get more of that. So that's the biggest thing. The hawk thing, is it that straight up Griffith related? Or it's just a coincidence that's supposed to make your brain rattle like this. King seems to be dead. Charlotte hasn't changed at all, which I don't blame her. Like, how do you get over any of that? But I wonder what's changed with her in the last 5 days, because they said, you know, in the last 2 years she hasn't left the castle. In the last week she hasn't left her room. Is that when that dream happened about 5 days ago that everybody had? Maybe her seeing a hawk representation made her think of Griffith and kind of freeze up. I don't know. But she is going to be on that throne. And a bunch of guys are trying to plan off what guy to marry to her that would... I mean, it's the same thing as always. You know, they want a king that's going to be able to control her and, like, we're the king type thing, you know. Our inner circles have been trying to get guys, and whoever gets their guy on the throne with her, they're going to puppet and control. You know how that goes. So that's a whole just political thing, but it's not even... I don't take, even if she sits on that throne alone, it doesn't marry anybody. I don't take that. Berserk has never been. It's not a Game of Thrones political thing where whoever the guy is that does get put on the throne with her is going to be worth a damn or mean anything or be a good guy, bad guy that's going to help us in any way. I just don't see that happening. Casca with the bang long hair, that was a look. And then seeing the Zodd stuff's great. I see him reminiscing about. So what is it that he wants? It seems like he just wants a good fight. And men aren't going to give it to him. And apostles he says he's stared every apostle in the face and they don't give it to him either. He said there's only one out there. We know who that one is. I think what he referred to Skull Knight as a wretch. He was like, he did have a moment there of guts, but still nothing at this point. And he's getting, where is it that he's getting word from that Guts is going around killing apostles? Is that from other apostles? Is that God hand information? Like, hey, just letting y'all know, he's out here slicing and dicing. That's another thing. I don't know the communication that. Do God hands ever communicate with apostles if not needed by Behelits or Eclipse stuff? I don't. Is there anything in the God hand would intervene for? I don't think there is. If Zodd or Wild or anybody wanted to go murder an entire nation, they could. I don't think the God hand's stopping anything. They do what they want. So I wonder where that news is going around. Like, hey, he's out here fucking shit up. But the very most interesting thing there, so that hawk came to him, and he's over here daydreaming, but he actually took real-world physical damage during the daydream. So that was kind of like, I don't know what that is. And then we see that incubi, this is what, the third or fourth time we've seen it approach him, giving him visions of Casca being like sacrificed, but it doesn't look like she's being, that's not a sacrifice by demons, like humans are tying her and burning her. Again, is that something to frighten him? Is that destiny to try to push so Guts can be in a specific location at a specific time? I don't know, there's a lot of interweaving parts right there. And almost the same words were said that were said to Zodd that was said to Guts. We'll see. A lot of questions there in those two chapters, but it's good. It's good. Hopefully we'll get the answers to those things and go from there. I appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe as always.